Hey, what's happening? We're all doing life, but who knew it could be this funny? Thanks again for tuning in to another episode of Doing Life with Maria and Chad.
My husband and I have a lot of time on our hands, and we sit on the patio, we have a couple glasses of wine, and we always have some very weird conversations. I'm going to share with you our latest conversation. It's a doozy. It's coming up in the podcast.
So Maria, I can't see you, but everybody on YouTube is looking at you right now. You're without a top?
It looks like it. I have a tank top on and my hair is down and it's covering the strap, so it kind of looks like I'm shirtless.
Yeah, go to YouTube, go to Doing Life with Maria and Chad, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a boob or whatever else pops out.
There might be a fashion, a fashion accident or whatever.
Wardrobe malfunction. Is that what you're looking for?
Wardrobe malfunction.
Yes, exactly. I have a surprise for you, Maria.
You do? I love surprises.
This is a bit of a throwback. On the radio show, we played a little game that went like
You are a liar. You are a fake.
Maria and Chad present.
Is this for real? Do you ever fake it?
Get the fake out.
That was a fake.
I think I'm for real.
So on the radio, we would have listeners play the game, but I thought since it's just you and I talking, I could ask you these and see if you can figure out which stories are fake, okay?
Okay, cool.
Headline number 1. New species of sharks can walk on land. That's number 1. Number 2. The Beatles turned down a 1976 reunion because the opening act was a man wrestling a shark. All right. The next Fast and the Furious movie will take place in space. There's a few more here. Amazon released CCU Seattle, a Prime reality TV show about its new counterfeit crimes unit.
Okay.
All right. An airport in Taiwan is offering trips to nowhere for people who miss traveling.
Oh, that's funny.
Heinz released recipes to make ketchup, mayo, and barbecue sauce ice cream. And one last one. The surviving members of Soundgarden are now the Nude Dragons. Love Soundgarden from college. All right.
So I have to guess each one?
Well, there's only one fake one out of all of those. Those are all real except for one. Was there any one that stood out as maybe the fake one that you would guess to win $1 zillion?
I am going to say it is Fast and the Furious in space.
That is true. And
really?
Yes. So it's kind of I guess I used a little bit of creative license when writing that one, but Ludacris was talking about it in an interview next week. I think part of the next Fast and the Furious will have like a space section. You know what I mean? I don't think the whole thing's going to take place in space, but from what he was saying in this interview, that is true. Now, since it's just you and there was a lot, you want to take another guess?
The sharks walking on land.
Well, it is 2020 and we've seen crazier things. That is actually true.
Oh my gosh, I suck at this game.
No, they don't get very far, Maria, but they can walk. This is an Australian scientist found a new species of shark that can get out of the water and walk on land. Now they say there's a species of shark that can walk on their fins, if you can imagine that. But this one has been just found developed the ability more recently, so they're kind of morphing into the ability to walk. They can't get very far, but that's just for now. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to have sharks walking next to us in a couple of years.
Well, I know that there are some fish that can get out of the water briefly and eat some food and get back in the water. But I thought that was like a trick question because it was, quote, sharks. So, okay. All right. So which one's the fake one then?
Hold on before you move on. So you're talking about, I think that this is the thing that happens in Mobile, Alabama and in Japan where all the fish come out in the afternoon. Is that what you're talking about? They like come out.
Yeah.
So I was in Mobile one time, just happened to be, I think it happens once or twice a year. and people were out there with their 5-gallon buckets picking up the fish because they're all laying there on the beach, on the side of the lake, or I guess it'd be the side of the Gulf of Mexico.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Okay, so the sharks walking, that's real. The Fast and the Furious going to space, that is real.
Okay.
Let's run down some of the other ones. The Beatles turned down a 1976 reunion because the opening act was a man wrestling a shark. This is true. 6 years after they broke up, according to Ringo Starr, a promoter offered them the equivalent of about $250 million in today's money. $250 million. The four of them talked about it and said no because the opening act was a guy fighting a shark. I guess the promoter's name was Bill Sargent, and if you want to look it up, I found it in this People magazine article from 1976. You can hear about it. And this guy, Bill Sargent, ended up doing the man wrestling a shark special without the Beatles, of course. What else here? The airport in Taiwan. Do you want to go on a trip to nowhere? Tell you how that works.
I think that's true.
Yep. You can check into a flight, you go through security, and then you sit on it for half a day on the plane, and then you just go home. A trip to nowhere. Just get to...
Wait. Do you actually fly, or do you just sit on the tarmac?
You sit on the tarmac. You sit on the plane.
Oh, that's stupid.
It's a trip to nowhere. Then the Soundgarden is, the surviving members of Soundgarden are now the Nude Dragons. I've liked them on Facebook. They haven't produced any music, but that's their new project that they're working on. You like all these weird food things. Heinz did release recipes to make ketchup, mayo, and barbecue sauce ice cream.
Well, I figured that because remember we made the mustard ice cream?
Which wasn't bad, but I like mustard. Did you like it? I forget.
Oh, God, no. I hate mustard. I thought it was disgusting.
Taking a drink of coffee here.
But I made it.
Basically, it's pretty simple. You just use heavy cream, condensed milk, whole milk, and a few large squeezes of your favorite condiment, and then you freeze it, and that's mayo and ketchup and barbecue ice cream. So the fake one, the one that I wrote, was, I thought this would stand out to you, actually. Amazon, I know you're a Prime member, you watch all their stuff, releasing the CCU Seattle, a Prime reality TV show about its counterfeit crimes unit. That is the fake one this time. So you got it wrong twice. A little bit of room for improvement this next time.
Well, and to be honest, that one did not stand out. That one totally sounded real.
That one sounded like it, yeah. The one thing that I thought might give it away is the fact that it's a reality show about a counterfeit crimes unit. Because I don't think that they, would do that. Although, they canceled all of, with all of the police stuff going on, they canceled Cops and Live PD and all those shows. I don't think they're on the air at all anymore.
Yeah, I get it.
My buddy Joe is like obsessed with Cops. He's seen every episode. So if you're sitting there watching it with him, he's like, "Oh yeah, this lady in a white shirt's gonna come out of the house, and she's gonna be really mad." Like he's memorized all the stupid Cops episodes. But other than TV, how have you guys been doing? Have you been able to stay active at home? Are you doing any sort of like home workouts?
Well, it's funny that you say that because my husband, bless his heart, #cute husband, I love him, but he's very passive aggressive.
Yes.
And he'll be like, "So you have today off? Are you going to work out?"
That's not passive aggressive. That's like throwing a dart at you. Hey, move, lady. Do something.
So, your fat ass is getting fatter. You're going to do some exercise. And I'll be completely honest. I am not. I'm sure I've gained weight over this pandemic, but again, I work at Costco, so I'm on my feet all day. I'm not eating as much because I'm working, 8 hours a day or whatever. So I feel like I'm already getting enough exercise with my current job right now. He, on the other hand, is he's got back problems, and so he has been pretty has some kind of set schedule going on YouTube and doing yoga. So that's his big thing. I'll come home and he got a yoga mat for Father's Day and he's doing his poses and doing yoga on YouTube.
When I was at your house on 4th of July, he was like, yeah, you got to start planking, man. I'm like, who are you? He's like, it's good for your back. I'm like, okay, I'll get back to you on that. We actually, so I love, I'm one of the few people. I love going to the gym, and our gyms are closed right now in Arizona. So my daughter and I, we've only done it twice. Yesterday we did it, and then I think it was Tuesday because I was sore on Wednesday. We found it's this guy Sean T. He has the T25 workouts online, and we do the cardio. So it's literally 25 minutes of cardio. But let me just confess, I stop it with 15 minutes left and 5 minutes left because I am huffing and puffing and sweating through my shirt. My daughter thinks it's hilarious because she's a freshman in high school and this doesn't even faze her. But if I try, and again, we've all probably at some point in our life tried like a group fitness class where you're trying to follow what the instructor is doing.
Oh, yeah, it's impossible.
They're going at 1,000,000 miles a minute. They're doing, the form is perfect. I am just doing my own thing to the point where yesterday, my wife, we tried to get her to do it with us. She didn't do the exercise, but she just sat there and laughed at us. I think she was entertained by the fact that we were just trying to, get a little exercise while we're at home. But, there's a study out, 2,000 Americans were asked that if they, after the pandemic is over, if they'll go to the gym, and 3 out of 4 say no. It's easier to maintain their fitness at home. They think that gyms are a thing of the past. I hope not personally, because I enjoy that. But yeah, that seems to be the way things are going. People are figuring out, I know in my neighborhood, they're selling memberships to garage gyms. Like you can go work out in people's garage for like $5.
Wow, that's actually kind of ingenious, trying to make some money.
Yeah, and a lot of people, I see like the neighborhood message board, and like people have ordered equipment and everything's on back order because everybody's kind of got the same idea. It's like, all right, they close the gyms again. I think that it's going to be a while, before we're able to have like a gym setting again. So I don't know.
Yeah, I know you and your daughter run, like you're both runners, and you have a little competition with each other. Is that right?
Well, yeah, when it's not 117 degrees outside, we do run. Uh-huh.
So I like to play games on my phone, like whether it's crossword puzzles or just the stupid little app games,
Oh, yeah. You used to play Candy Crush and stuff like that, right?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, excuse me. Well, I've been playing these games, and I started getting these ads where you can actually make money playing these video games.
Okay.
So, and I downloaded a couple of them, and I'm like, oh yeah, you need to make $50 before you can cash out using PayPal, or you need to make $100 before you can cash out making PayPal. And I'm like, okay, well, how hard could that be?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, you're earning money like a penny at a time.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
And it's very time consuming. And how they do this is there's ads. So you play a game, like here's an example. There's like this Plinko game, and you get 30 balls, and then you have to watch an ad. And those 30 balls go by in like 5 seconds. You see what I'm saying?
Is it like Plinko, like Price is Right?
Sort of, although I do get ads for the Price is Right ones. And that's kind of why I bring this up, because one of these ads that keeps popping up, and I should have written down the name because I keep thinking of you and your daughter, Georgia. You allegedly get paid for all the steps you take.
Oh, yeah, that would be perfect for us.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, okay, so you download the free app, and then you just have to take so many steps to earn so many, I'm guessing it's pennies, but, if you're running anyway, why not download the app and try to make some money? I don't know.
I'm down with that. If you can find out what it is. I know that I am ahead of my daughter by 4,000 steps, but here's her trick. So we do this on Fitbit. So it only shows when you sync, so you show like your current steps. She hasn't synced in 4 hours. So she probably has. She's probably passed me, and she'll wait because we do what's called the work week hustle. So that's Monday through Friday. And so today is Friday. And so by midnight tonight, she'll go and sync and pass me right before I'm ready to go to bed. But the whole idea of it is a motivation to keep her running for what hopefully will be cross country season starting soon. But everything is super up in the air. I don't know how things are going to go.
Well, I love that you guys have that little competition anyway. It's something you guys have in common and you're bonding with. And I mean, who doesn't like a little competition?
If you're not a runner, maybe you can start going for the world record for competitive eating of hot dogs. I discovered. So you and I are different in the way that the hot dog eating contest, Joey Chestnut wins every year. It happens on the 4th of July. This year, he broke the world record at 75. Now, scientists have done their own research to figure out how much further the human body can go. Because every year they break the record. It's like, how the heck are they getting better, right?
Right.
Have you seen the number, the maximum possible for, the Usain Bolt type of performance, somebody to break the world record, the biggest amount of hot dogs you can put in your mouth?
I don't know if Joey could eat any more. So I have not seen this number.
His number is 75. The theoretical ceiling that scientists have uncovered is a lot more than 75. It is 84 hot dogs.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I know you and your wife love this, 4th of July, Nathan's eating hot dog championship thing. It is the most disgusting thing I have ever seen.
For your own enjoyment, Maria, you have to get past the disgusting part because it is just the most only sporting competition on TV right now. So it's all I've got. Don't take that away from me. I have to wait till next July.
I won't take it away. It's just gross.
Yeah, I'm watching NASCAR these days. I'm watching UFC fights. I mean, anything that I can watch because I'm such a sports fan and going through such a withdrawal. But looks like we might have some other sports here coming up soon. So
do you and your wife, you're sitting down, maybe George is in bed, and you're spending a lot of time together because everyone is, again, quarantined. Do you ever have weird conversations?
Yeah, I don't know if I remember any of them, but yeah, we kind of, let me, before I'm assuming you have, let me tell you before you get into that, the biggest annoyance in quarantine for me lately that's really kind of drove me nuts is when somebody, I'm talking about my wife or my daughter, is watching TikTok. The short videos with music usually?
Oh, yeah.
But I'm in the same room, so they watch the TikTok, they giggle, and I don't know what's going on. I'm on the other side of the room going, that's annoying, and then you're giggling, I don't know what you're laughing about, and then just flip to the next one. The next, I don't know, does Lucy do that around you?
What was that? What was that giggle again?
Sound like the Anderson Cooper laugh.
Oh yeah, Lucy does that too.
Yeah.
When she's home, she's at her condo, most recently. But when she's home, yeah, she will sit. Can I say hours?
Yeah.
Watching those stupid TikTok videos and giggling, and yeah, we have no idea what's going on. We're kind of like, if you're gonna do that, go in your bedroom. I don't need to hear you giggling and feel left out.
The latest thing out about TikTok is Wells Fargo. People that work for Wells Fargo have been banned from using it at work because I guess there's like big concern about the privacy of TikTok and what, it can listen to things that are on and like can search on the network that you're using. But yeah, there's a question whether or not TikTok's going to be around for long. But they're actually Facebook is launching a thing called, I think it's Scrolls, something like that. It's a very similar product to TikTok. But what are the weird conversations that you're having during quarantine, Maria? Sorry, I got off on a tangent there.
No, that's okay. So my husband and I, we're on the patio and we're having some wine, excuse me, and we're just kind of chatting. And my dog is sitting there and I kind of look at my dog and I go, do you think if dogs were high, like they smoked pot or ate gummies or something like that, would they get the munchies?
And can they go to the fridge and make something?
Yeah, and believe me, I've seen videos where people blow smoke, marijuana smoke into their dog's face. I think that's animal abuse. I am not an advocate of that at all.
Right. It's just theoretical.
as we look at our pets and they're part of the family, I don't think of my dog as a dog necessarily. I think of her as a little person. So if she and her dog buddies decide to, I don't know, go to Nevada and buy some gummies and they eat the gummies together and they're sitting around their dog houses, do they get the munchies?
You skipped over while they're in Nevada. They got to do dogs playing poker, right? Aren't they sitting around the table
right.
smoking? This is a really interesting theoretical conversation.
That's the stuff my husband and I talk about.
Would they? Yes, because I think dogs like to eat. Let me add another layer. So if your dog had the munchies and went to your fridge, what would your dog eat? What's in there? Would there be some weird combinations, or just go crazy with the leftover turkey or whatever you've got in there?
I think he would probably go not to the refrigerator but to the pantry. And my dog likes popcorn.
Okay.
And we have a big bag of popcorn. I think she would kind of dig into that. That's what I'm thinking.
So just the bag, not like a Jiffy Pop standing there at the stove with a paw on the little, shaking it over the burner, trying to get the thing to go. Oh, yeah.
Dog hops in the car, runs to Taco Bell, comes back.
So we've come up with a couple of live stream YouTube money-making opportunities during the podcast today. A, you're going to have you and your husband having these weird conversations. People can tune in on YouTube. And then B, people can watch my daughter and I try to work out. They won't see the actual workout. They'll just watch us out of sync, trying to...
Oh my gosh, you need to have your wife video that.
I think that would be a bad idea, but who knows? Anything's possible. As we close the podcast today with some good news, this is the story of somebody who is, hope you're sitting down, 122 years old. Her name is...
What? The woman is 122 years old?
Uh-huh. She's from the Philippines.
Holy cow.
Her name is Francisca Susano. She is, let's see, she's the oldest living person. Duh. She has a daughter that's 104.
Oh my God.
And her secret to a long life, she says, the harmonica keeps her lungs strong and healthy.
Nah.
She's 122, Maria. My 122 harmonica playing would be one blow. That's it. My last breath.
Well, okay, this is not meant to be mean at all.
Right.
But at 122, do you think she has her teeth? And is it easier to play the harmonica without teeth?
You know what? We'll post the information up on the Maria and Chad Facebook page. You decide. I am not a dentist and or somebody who really wants to look at a 122-year-old woman's teeth. So you check it out. That's on the Maria and Chad Facebook page. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. What are some of the places where people can listen to the podcast, Maria?
We are on Spotify.
Yep.
We are on TuneIn, iHeart, Pandora, Stitcher, newly on Stitcher. What did I miss?
I think Google Podcast and then, of course, YouTube, which if you're watching right now, you can see us. If you haven't watched the YouTube channel, it's Doing Life with Maria and Chad. Search for that, subscribe, turn on notifications, and that way when you got the notifications turn on. I was talking to you, Mom. My mom was trying to figure out how to watch us. So if you want to watch us, you have to turn on the notifications. Then your phone goes, hey, there's a new episode, which that's what today's episode was, a new episode. So thanks for watching. Until next time, it's Doing Life with Maria and Chad. We really appreciate all of you guys listening and watching.
Thanks again for listening to Doing Life with Maria and Chad. Follow us on Instagram at Maria and Chad. You can now listen to every episode on the iHeartRadio app, Spotify, Google Podcasts, TuneIn, Pandora, and of course, you can watch on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single episode.